Right. The Irish stick together.
So anyway, Steve phoned me said if you could come in. And,
all right. Okay.
I've been a fan of Steve for a hell of a long time. You just interfere with my head from the inside. It's no secret that I've studied psychology at a huge length.
Yeah.
And I've looked at the YouTube stuff. I've seen you do stuff. I've seen you do some close-up stuff. And then I tried to put the old psychology hat on. And
yeah.
And people say, do you believe in magic? People used to say to me, do you believe in magic? And I'd go, no. And then I get to meet a guy called Steve Spade O'Mara, and now categorically I do believe in magic.
That's fantastic. Making people believe nationwide.
I've seen it. Steve, before we get into a bit of magic here, how have you been? What's going on with you?
It's good, all good. Obviously, like before Christmas was really busy, and January now is January is a little bit of time off to kind of reflect on the rest of the year. There's so much going on. I'm touring Australia and a bit of Dubai in May.
Can I go?
Well, we did a bit of a tour last year. We did Amsterdam, Germany, and a little bit of Luxembourg. So this year we're going to do Australia side. So it's the same promoters that are doing it with me. So that should be fun. And I'll be doing my voodoo stage show that I did last year here. And I'm doing a small leg of that here again. And then I'll be off to Australia.
Now, I heard on the grapevine, or through the grapevine, if you will, that you scared the bejesus out of people around Halloween at seances.
Seances, yeah. I decided to do some Edwardian style, Victorian style seances around Halloween to kind of. It's a massive tradition, and I'm obsessed by Houdini and his life and his career. And it's fairly common that people would try to contact him on Halloween, especially because he'd actually died on Halloween Day.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, in 1926. So, there's a huge connection with him still with seances, and his own wife, even after he passed, spent 10 years trying to contact him, and they had a secret code and everything just in case he could get back. And
has that happened to you?
That code is released now. The word was "Believe," and it was a song that they had just, when they met, it was a song that they brought out for the Asian song, a very old song.
It's true as well that you actually own a pair of his handcuffs. I see, before you even answer that, see that thing there that's in front of you, could you clip it off? I actually told me
to clip this.
You take away that muffler there. That's perfect, that's good. Just too much mufflication.
Too much mufflication.
You're grand there, that's perfect.
No, sound less asleep.
It is very true that you actually own a pair of Harry Houdini's handcuffs.
Yeah, I do, yeah. I won them. It was a part of a documentary style thing. They asked me to appraise them initially and to come up and to explain what they actually wore. And there was all this paperwork from Theo Hardeen, which is Houdini's brother, and another paperwork from Locksmiths and Bits and Pieces. But while I was actually on air, they challenged me to do a Houdini challenge escape, which was the 100-foot rope escape, which is 100 feet of rope tied whatever way. Two people normally tie you, but it was one that tied me. And he asked me off camera what my best time was, and I told him it was 52 seconds, which was the honest truth. And I remember the night I did it in 52 seconds. I tried to do it in under a minute. And I remember it just being a good night. It was one of those, that worked that night, that's good. So I knew I wasn't really going to top that. Maybe I could get close to it again. But while he was on camera, he said, "Can you beat your own record?" And we know that that's 52 seconds. And I was like, yeah, okay. So then he put the cuffs on the line, and I put up a hypothetical 10 grand, and we went for it. And I got out in 47 seconds, so I won the cuffs.
Now, I've seen that you're talking about escapism and stuff like that. Can I throw a challenge at you?
Go on. I heard about this already. This has been going around the riffraff for about 2 weeks now.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
But I finalised it in my head.
Okay.
Right? And I'm going to put it to you now. Okay.
Right.
Now, I know...
How do you feel about this, John? How do you feel about this?
Between the two of you.
Alright, here's what I'm proposing.
Okay.
Sometime within...
It's in good light anyway, with challenges in Houdini, and I'm about to accept it.
Sometime within the next 4 weeks.
Okay.
You can pick the date. Right? You can pick the day, you can pick the time. Right? But I'm now throwing down a challenge to you.
Okay.
Now, you're under no obligation to accept.
Okay.
Here's what I'm proposing. This here radio station studio, okay, we're on the second floor. It's very, very, very high up. Right? Those windows don't open.
Okay.
They're closed for security.
There's a lot of cameras in here.
There's a lot of cameras in here.
Yeah.
Cameras are in here to protect staff, equipment, and reasons.
Of course,
blah, 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 blah. Our webcams are live. Okay. Here's the challenge. Okay. I, sir, would very much like to go away to a hardware store and buy loads of chains, and padlocks.
Right.
I would like to chain you to this chair that I'm sitting on.
Okay.
This cot here on chin, I'd like to chain you to this. I'd like to put an envelope into your top pocket, okay? And I'd like to, inside that envelope there'll be an instruction. Written on the piece of paper will be where I will be, okay? And also on the piece of paper will be something that I'd like you to take from the radio station to me. Okay. I'd like you to escape from the station.
Escape from the station, meet you somewhere, take something from that you
and present it to me.
Present it to you.
I'm going to have the media with me, by the way. You know I'm a card member. So,
all right.
Do you accept the challenge?
Yeah, I'll accept the challenge. Of course.
You will do this. We'll shake hands on this now.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
All right, there you go. And oh, by the way,
so you're going to go and buy padlocks and chains. Do I have a time scale to this? Can we get out and you say an hour, half an hour?
Well, what we'll do is bars, I think, legally stay open till maybe 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick a bar. I'm not even going to tell you the bar that I'm going to be in. Okay. All right, so you've got to go find me anyway.
Okay.
Right. And now I don't overly drink, so I'm going to be standing in a bar somewhere in Limerick City. Okay, drinking a pint of Budweiser, shandy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So your mission, sir, you've already accepted. It's too late now. You can't get out of this. Is you have
I've done worse, so it's okay.
You have to escape.
Instead of being a coffin or a box or something, it's a nice soft leather chair. We're good.
I want to see the chains. I know that. Anyway, we're going to chain you to this chair.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be leaving the cameras on, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. The cameras will remain on, including our webcam. Okay. And you, sir, have to escape. Then you have to read the envelope. Right, which will contain information of what I would like you to take from the building and bring it to me. Okay. Okay.
Right.
So, I'm not going to tell you where I am. Okay. So if you're as good as I think you are, you'll find me, and you'll have a certain period of time. Okay. A bar is closed, I think, at 11:30 or 12 o'clock. I intend to change your chair at about 9. So you have about 3 hours to come find me.
3 hours, okay.
Before I get pissed. you accept that?
Yeah.
We'll do that.
So what's the flip side? What do I get out? What happens? What do I get?
What do you get?
Or who benefits?
What do we get? Okay, let's make it interesting. Okay, there's a number of us here in the studio. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 adults. Okay. I'll tell you what, right? I'll put my money where my mouth is. Okay. You do this. Okay. And on me that evening, in my pocket, I'll have an envelope. Okay. And contained in that envelope will be 1,000 euros.
Right.
Okay. And you, sir, you can give that 1,000 euros to any charity that you desire.
Perfect, yeah.
All right, in cash.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Is that a deal?
This is it.
Okay, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. And John Prendergast is looking very old over there all of a sudden. I know that, John, you've got people that
I have.
But this is interesting, John.
Right, so we'll move. Okay.
Hold on, before we move.
Right.
Steve contacted me. They're very anxious to speak to someone. They can wait for a few minutes. Steve contacted me yesterday, and it's not really that Steve Spade O'Mara picks up a phone to...
No, that's true. That's true.
Broadcaster. At the end of the day, the man has been on RT, TV3,
Yeah.
and he's, I know there's huge other TV stations involved, and probably I won't say it because you'd probably kill me if I did, but I know you've got major contracts signed and some stuff, major stuff going on, and they're a hugely famous man. So when the man phoned me and said, listen, I want to do a little bit of magic, and I want to do it on John Prendergast, is it all right if I come in? And I said, yeah. Now, John, to verify this, did I contact you at any stage last night and tell you that Mr. O'Mara was coming in today?
You did.
Did I?
You didn't.
Sorry, you didn't.
Well done.
You didn't.
Lie. You didn't.
No, I didn't.
You didn't.
I did try and phone you last
You
night.
did. I mean, that's what I meant.
I did try and phone you last night.
Yes.
And I would have told you that Steve was
Oh, I
coming
know.
last night, but I didn't get through to you. You didn't answer your phone.
No. I'm going to cut my phone off from now on at 6:30 every day because my head is frazzled.
And ugly.
From
Frazzled,
people,
right.
frazzled from people ringing. So 6:30, lads, cut off point. Prendergast ain't available anymore after that.
No, she's Steve, you look lovely on camera, by the way.
Do I?
Not that you're any stranger to cameras or TV3. So, Steve, you've got something up your sleeve.
Yes, this is, like I said, this is down to just chance. This could be a card or two off, it could be wrong, it could be right, whatever. There's a deck of cards in front of me. We were shuffling, we were using them earlier in the lobby, so you can see it, they're all different.
Yep.
All that kind of stuff.
Can you show them to the camera, please?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All different, okay? So all I want you to do, John, is I want you just to cut somewhere in the pack, like this.
Okay.
Hold them up close to your chest.
Okay.
Okay, that's all you have to do.
All right.
So I'm going to look away.
Okay.
Just cut anywhere you want.
All right.
Put them up close to your chest.
Yeah.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Done.
Okay. So what I want to do Here. Okay. So when you cut the deck, did you look at the card?
No.
You didn't look at the card?
No,
okay,
no.
Just hold
I just picked it up.
8.
8.
You cut off 8 cards.
Okay, so what I
Count them.
Count them. Okay.
Cut them down. Like,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow.
8 cards. Okay, so here's the weird thing. This is what I really want to do. I want you to actually cut and look at the card this time, okay? So just cut anywhere.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
cutting.
Don't
now.
let me see. Look at the card.
Look at card. Yep.
You got it?
Yep.
Keep it close to your chest again.
Okay.
Now this time I'm not going to tell you how many cards you have. I'm going to try to do what the card is. So visualize the seat in your mind.
Okay.
It's a red card.
Yep.
Heart.
Yep.
9 of hearts.
Yep. You're dangerous.
Is that what it was?
Why'd you come and sit beside me?
Is that correct?
You're very dangerous.
Very
Is
dangerous.
it the 9 of hearts?
Jeez.
Wow. I'm impressed.
And you could have cut anywhere.
I could have.
And you didn't feel like you were being
Don't
coerced.
touch me.
You didn't feel like you were being coerced to go towards the 8 cards or anything. You just felt natural.
I just picked and went.
You didn't think about it.
Picked
Okay,
and went.
try it one last time. Just say stop this time.
Huh.
Right there. Take
Right.
that card and have a look at it.
One card.
One card.
Right. And look at it.
Yeah.
Can you show it?
Show it to the camera. Yeah, show it to the
Okay.
Show it to our camera.
Do you want a different one? Are you happy with that?
Okay. Okay.
Keep it close to your chest.
Back to your chest,
Back to my chest. Hold on. Okay.
Now, categorically, I know. I'll let the viewers in a secret a little bit, right? I know the challenge of getting in and out of here was on the cards.
Yes.
So last night I did something a little bit sneaky. And not in an illegal way, but I did kind of break in.
Feck off.
Right? Because I wanted to see what it was like. Now, you're holding the 5 of spades, correct?
Correct.
And I knew that.
You knew it.
That's why last night I came in here and I taped something underneath your underneath your chair.
Right.
Feck off.
You stand up.
Right. I stand.
Or anyone can stand up, I don't want to touch it.
Right.
Tom, please.
I already got in here last night because I knew this challenge was part of
Okay,
it.
I'm standing up.
Stand up underneath the chair.
Take off her
Oh, yeah.
headphones.
Sorry.
You choke to death.
If you look at underneath the chair,
Okay. I will. Oh, how many cards there is? Would I take it
piece
off?
of tape and a piece of paper.
Okay.
Is there something on
There's
that?
actually
This
something
place
taped
was-
underneath it.
You want to see it on the camera? Oh, you got it there.
Okay. I've just taken this from the chair.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
I never knew it was on it.
For blasphemy.
You didn't let me in here yesterday. I was talking to you on the phone. I actually wasn't even in Limerick. I was in Limerick last night, but I wasn't in Limerick when I was on you.
I was not in here yesterday. As a matter of fact, people.
There's cameras already in here. You can double check it.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone that enters the building has to sign in, so
Mm.
you were not in this building yesterday.
Piece of paper and a duct tape, open it up.
Open it up.
And your card was
My what?
the card that you picked.
Yeah.
There was the 5 of spades.
It was.
So you can open up and read what that says. I signed it in Limerick.
You did.
Yeah. And it says John,
You will pick.
5 of spades.
Oh my good God above in heaven.
So I'll accept your challenge and
That's
I'll see you in a
scary.
week or so.
I just think they're just jumping. Jesus, I'm shocked. You were in my building last night.
Yeah.
You managed to get in here. Sellotape that on. How did you know he was even going to pick that chair?
Yeah, exactly.
That's just a happy coincidence. I'm delighted.
Oh.
Because I was looking on that chair, but anyway.
I can tell you, man.
That's going in a frame.
Yeah.
That's going in a frame. That goes on a
And
wall.
So we already
Again,
know that I can technically
the
do this.
verification
Just
of
going
the
to be
card.
turned to a chair is going to be a different story.
Sorry.
People say to me I talk too much, and people say, O'Donnell, would you ever shut up? And for the first time ever, I'm astounded and I'm stuck for words. That's absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much.
It
I
is.
have cameras, I have
Thank you.
alarms,
You're a genius.
I have all sorts of stuff.
Stay there. Stay there.
My hands in my pockets. My hands.
You were in this building last night.
At some point today, yesterday, yeah.
I'm amazed.
Yeah, I tell you, you did a trick.
Has that ever
And there's people on reception. I mean, you were here. I don't know, but you can ask. You can ask them. They don't need to see me.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I've got cameras. I mean,
Yeah, they're all here to verify it.
Oh my good God! I don't know how you did that. Is this the first time this has been done?
That's the first time I've done something like that. But I had an idea that this. I know we weren't talking, but I knew that there was this challenge floating around. So I needed to see what I do. It's possible. It's possible.
Do you believe that? That's unbelievable.
What's
I'm worried about
It was great
I'm worried about my security now.
It's okay for everyone else, just not spade proof.
Nothing is safe in your hands.
I don't know.
Well done.
Yeah, I'll accept your challenge and I'll pick a charity and we'll go from there. Get your chains.
I just think I've lost 1,000 quid to the charity. I don't mind giving 1,000 quid to the charity, but the fact that you've already broken into a radio station. I was in here earlier today with my brother who brought me in for a cup of coffee, and we came in and we dusted the place and cleaned the place, and usual shite to do when you come into first person in on the radio station. And I did mention to Tony, my brother, that you were coming in. I had no fucking idea that you'd already been in. That's the scary bit right there.
If you told me, I would have dusted for you.
Very good.
Is there anything else that you've hidden in here?
No, that's all I did.
Did you fucking steal anything?
No.
I wanted the crew to check the safe last night. Steve, you have to blow the socks off me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
God bless you. You're a great
Can I
friend.
beg one favour of you?
Shoot.
All right. This young lad behind me here is Connor.
Yeah.
I know that you showed him a quick trick at reception.
Mm.
Okay. Connor is Parker Runner's son. Parker is our late night presenter here.
Cool.
I was aware that you were coming in, so from a regular deck of cards at home today,
Yeah.
I pulled out a card and I bought a little picture frame.
Okay.
Just as a little gift to Connor. Would you mind signing it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We'll give you that reception in a second.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just will do.
I'm amazed. I tell you something for nothing. You broke into me building. You said what was it, the 5 spades or something on the chair that you sit on, sir.
That's a happy bonus.
Well, I'll tell you something for nothing. Wait till you see the fucking chains I'm going to buy. I'm going to get the strongest, the heaviest chains possible. I'll change this here chair. It's not going to be easy to get out of that. And I'm going to leave the cameras on as well. I look forward to that. It's not that I don't want to give away €1,000 to charity. I have no issue with that. It's the fact that you've broken into my building. It's personal now. No, it's personal. Steve, it's a pleasure as always.
No problem at all.
I enjoyed that immensely. I am truly impressed.
Thank you.
We're going to put this up on podcast later.
Yeah.
Steve, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
I suggest we take a piece of music. We're going to go over that and hook Steve's spade because that's after blowing me away. And then we come back and we take your guess if that's okay with you, John. Well, John, you're the guy that stayed earlier that you've got imaginary friends walking around the
Yeah, actually, thanks, Alan. That's brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
this is Alfie.
Do you remember the night, John? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
The new shut up light.
Alfie is my imaginary friend.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually a very good friend. And we've been
In his
with
chair.
me for many years. No, he's here.
Okay,
He's
right.
here. And he's just waving over at you. And he just said, and he's been joined by his 2 sisters. And they say, you're just incredible with your mental gift and all. And, you know, he's just fantastic. So say hello to Alfie.
I will. Alfie.
Alfie's waving over at you.
Good to see you, Alfie.
It's great. Brilliant.
Steve, just for the camera, check
Good.
your hands.
No worries.
No, the camera.
Well done.
Jesus, Steve, I don't know how you did that. Fantastic.
God bless you. Very cared.
Was it hard to get in here, Steve?
They came down through the city.
Was it hard to get in here?
Get in here. It'll be hard to get out of it.
Jesus, I'm going up for
Or something stronger.
2 minutes. Will you?
God bless you. I'll talk to you later,
No
Steve.
problem at all.
On your turn. Check your seats up before you sit down.
Dude, check everything.
Steve, would you throw a signature on there for young Connor if you don't mind, please, sir?
Thanks, Steve.
Do a marker. Marker over there.
Do we have a marker there? Have we?
Like a Sharpie or something.
Try the outro there, lads. I think I wrote it back in 5 minutes sign the other day somewhere.
You can have one of mine.
Oh, you're very good.
There's a highlighter.
These Smiths?
That's not good, I suppose. No.
What do we do, you Steve?
Oh, look.
Make sure she's working first one, right? On the paper. The paper there, look, please.
What you want?
Do the paper.
I have a bar here, that's not very on.
Here's that one. Does it even work?
Borrow's never writing cards.
It's clever.
You come in, and John Cars, Hold on the card. No one should know one. Don't take the card. So trust the camera. Trust the camera.
C-O-N-O-R.
Four.
I think it is before that. Absolutely. I was just last night. Sure, yeah. That man bought me to my building last night. Sent me a car, a letter under the seat, the back under that sits.
I was watching it, I was like,
He said one of them. And he said, okay, so the car is too close to the chest.
I knew that would get to him. There you go, man.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Steve. And would you do us one more trick before you go, Steve?
I will, yeah.
oh,
I don't worry about that.
sorry, my son was.
The piece of paper going behind it, actually. If you don't need to cut out a piece. I don't know.
I don't
I'll leave it up to
You
you.
don't need it. He's going to do, he said he's going to trick before he goes. Okay?
Of course it's okay if it's okay with Mr. O'Mara. We've challenged
No.
Steve Lloyd.
Thank you very much. Shake his hand. Tell him thank you very much.
No bother, Connor.
You'll be watching him now internationally on television.
Keep that.
See, you're very good. Seamus, you want to see this? He's going to do another trick now.
Where's Seamus? We'll do this. We'll do you want to do something?
Yeah.
We'll get you to do it. I'm going to give you a.
We'll only be filming that.
I'm going to give you a card.
I'm a bit small.
Just a name, just a very simple name, something that you can get into your head quite readily, quite easily. Block capital letters, just visualise it, see it big. Maybe a childhood friend you haven't seen in a long time, but someone that you can visualise and really imagine a picture. So that'd be awesome. So if you just write it down there in the corner.
Block letters.
Block letters. Don't show it to anyone, just cover it up. Show it to me, nobody even knows. Yeah. Fold it back up into 4. And that's completely solid. I mean, that's a business card. You can't subject it. Okay, there's no way. Can I go and have a look? There's no way you can see into that. It's solid, okay? So, what I want you to do is I want you just to visualize the person. To visualize it. And just get an idea of who they are. Just think about them. You see it in the mind. Just, it is someone from your childhood. I know I can't give you that kind of tip, but it is a friend. It's not like a family member. There it is. Family member. Okay. Can I get it? Can you hang on to this? Sorry. And squeeze it tight as well. We're going to try a thing called automatic writing. It may or may not work. It's kind of confusing. Yeah, can I do on this stuff? Actually, can I get a pen?
Yellow page.
Yeah. Okay. So, look at me. And just think about it.
Supported by Bono, above all people and among others, and people just find it extremely hypocritical in this country at the moment. If ever there was a time for healing, it is now.
Is there any way I can know who this person is? Male or female? Just say male or female? Female, okay. Family member? Family member. No, it's not passed away though, right? Passed away? No. Not passed, okay, good. Very good.
Best of my knowledge.
Best of your knowledge. So there's no way I could know. So the word right now in your head would be no, correct? Because there's no way I could know. So there's no way I can know. So the word is no? No. No. I'm only kidding. We'll try to do this. I might not get this, but we'll try, okay? If you put your hand on my wrist.
Which hand?
Yeah, either hand. Just think of the name.
You know, you can have all that anger. It doesn't get you anywhere. You know, we can
Don't look at the pen,
government who probably really are doing their best. I don't know, but you know, people will disagree with it. But what? It's futile. Draw on the living water. Draw on the peace of Christ. Then your soul will be at rest, and things will happen.
You are scary.
Shows.
You are scary.
Will you open that and just double check what it says? What was the name?
Pauline, my wife.
Pauline.
You know, it tells us clearly in Chronicles when a nation
Woo.
Is that right, Connor? Look.
Pauline. He will restore, he will bring restoration to their nation.
I'm impressed.
We cannot do it while we're angry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No problem at all.
Here you go.
Jesus.
Can we stop that?
Huh?
Yes, we have
Brilliant. Thank you.